Now, from carp to curiosities, rivers are home to lots of interesting stuff. And now a new exhibition has opened exploring 800 years of history in Durham through what's been found on the riverbed.
It's part of a gigantic collection amassed by a retired firefighter who spends his days diving in the River Wear. Sharuna Sagar has been to see him.
He's not quite Indiana Jones in scuba gear, but underwater archaeologist Gary Bankhead is passionate about uncovering ancient artefacts from the murky depths of the Wear.
It is challenging and you do have to have the right equipment, but it's hugely rewarding.
Over the last 15 years, he's brought to the surface 13,500 items from the riverbed.
I'm recovering objects that date back to the 12th century, that tell the story of the citizens of Durham throughout that period of time. These are objects that nobody's ever even known about before. Probably the best thing that I've ever found is a very small pectoral cross. It's dated to that late medieval period, and it's a pilgrim souvenir associated with pilgrimage to the shrine of St Cuthbert in Durham. It's incredibly rare.
A carefully curated selection of his collection is currently on display at the Museum of Archaeology at Durham University.
It's the story of everyday people. It's the people who visited Durham, who lived here, who worked here, and all of them have crossed over this one bridge, Elvet Bridge. And some of them perhaps worked there, some of them were just passing, and all of them have interacted with Durham and left their mark. And it's interesting, every single one of those objects has a little story to say, and I think this is what makes these objects remarkable.
Now, there's some very strange objects in this exhibition, but maybe the weirdest one of them all is this denture. It dates back to the 1880s. It's made out of vulcanite and enamel. Apparently that makes it more pleasing to look at. Who knows how it ended up in the river?
Well, they do say one man's trash is another man's treasure, and in this case, a truer word was never said.
Sharuna Sagar, BBC News, Durham.